Brittany Griner is under fire for extremely aggressive behavior portrayed toward Caitlin Clark, the rookie from last year, the one that has everybody's focus in the WNBA. And this incident has, of course, gone viral online, but also sparked up some other skeletons in Brittany's closet that she probably wants to stay hidden.
Selective racism in the WNBA sucks. The league would not be okay with a white player saying effing black girl. He ain't wrong. The WNBA has come out numerous times. There's no place for hate. There's no place for racism in our league. Brittany Griner and all these other clowns are jealous as hell that the little white girl's kicking their ass.
The Women's National Basketball Association, WNBA, has long been a platform for athletic excellence, cultural conversations, and, at times, heated controversies.
In a viral clip, after she made a foul play, Griner appears to mouth something rather controversial. It might be, though we don't know, trash and possibly fucking white girl. Others have suggested it might be trash and fucking whack call. We don't know what she's mouthing, but she seems to, have a mouth on her and not exactly be in the gratitude space.
In late May 2025, a reported altercation between veteran star Brittany Griner of the Atlanta Dream and rookie sensation Caitlin Clark of the Indiana Fever sent shockwaves through the basketball community. The incident, dubbed the courtside clash by media outlets, allegedly involved Griner directing inflammatory and racially charged remarks toward Clark during a game, sparking a firestorm of debate across social media, sports commentary, and the broader public sphere. This article delves into the details of the incident, its fallout, the broader context within the WNBA, and the implications for both players and the league, while critically examining the narratives and reactions that have emerged. On May 25, 2025, during a heated matchup between the Atlanta Dream and the Indiana Fever, reports surfaced that Brittany Griner, a 9-time WNBA All-Star and one of the league's most prominent figures, directed derogatory comments toward Caitlin Clark.
Have too much to complain about. Especially something like this. Fans in every sport. She described the fans.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what sport you are. It doesn't matter what sport you pick. That's how fans act in every arena. In every arena.
The number 1 overall pick in the 2024 WNBA draft, and a rising star known for her record-breaking college career at Iowa. According to posts on X, Griner allegedly shouted, "Trash Fing White Girl" at Clark, alongside complaints about refereeing, including telling officials to be Fing better. These claims, amplified by a viral video referenced in a New York Post article, quickly escalated into a major controversy, with fans, analysts, and commentators dissecting the incident and its implications. While the exact details of the exchange remain unverified by official WNBA statements, the allegations have fueled intense scrutiny. Some X posts suggest Griner's comments were part of a broader pattern of frustration, possibly directed at both Clark and the officiating crew, while others frame the remarks as racially motivated and unacceptable. The video evidence, though widely circulated, has not been universally corroborated, and the WNBA has reportedly launched an investigation into the incident.
WNBA absolutely loves to virtue signal, as is highlighted by this article here that was put out on May 27th. The WNBA should investigate Brittany Griner's seemingly uttering profanities about white girls. We can move on to the next slide, please, and read off this article, where it essentially talks about how this year the WNBA launched their No Space for Hate campaign.
With some sources claiming Griner faces a potential 2-game suspension and a $150,000 fine. However, community notes on X clarify that no suspension or fine has been confirmed, and the investigation primarily focuses on Griner's interaction with a referee rather than her alleged comments toward Clark. Brittany Griner, standing at 6 feet 9 inches and known for her dominance in the paint, has been a cornerstone of the WNBA since being drafted first overall by the Phoenix Mercury in 2013. A two-time Olympic gold medalist, Griner has earned accolades for her on-court prowess, including 3 WNBA blocks titles and a 2014 championship. Off the court, Griner's journey has been marked by significant personal and political challenges, including her 2022 detention in Russia on safety. Her return to the WNBA in 2023 was celebrated as a triumph.
In 2022, Griner was arrested in Russia on drug charges. The Biden administration had to do a prisoner swap to get her back, handing over an international arms dealer known as the Merchant of Death.
But it also placed her under intense scrutiny as a public figure. Griner's outspoken personality and willingness to confront issues of race, gender, and social justice have made her a polarizing figure. Supporters view her as a trailblazer who challenges systemic inequities, while critics argue her actions, including past protests against the national anthem, reflect divisiveness. The current controversy has reignited these debates, with some ex-users defending Griner's passion as part of her competitive nature, while others condemn her alleged remarks as unprofessional and harmful to the league's image. Caitlin Clark, by contrast, is at the outset of her professional career, but has already become a household name. The 2024 NCAA all-time leading scorer, Clark brought unprecedented attention to women's basketball during her college tenure at Iowa, where she shattered records and drew massive viewership. Her transition to the WNBA has been closely watched, with fans and analysts eager to see if she can replicate her collegiate success. Clark's style, marked by long-range shooting and playmaking, has made her a fan favorite, but her rapid rise has also drawn criticism from some who question her readiness for the professional level or resent the media spotlight she commands. The alleged remarks from Griner have placed Clark at the center of a controversy she did not initiate, raising questions about how rookies navigate the pressures of fame and on-court rivalries. Some ex-posts suggest Clark has been unfairly targeted, with her race and media attention amplifying tensions with veteran players. Others argue that such incidents are part of the competitive intensity of the WNBA, where trash-talking is common but rarely crosses into public scandal. The incident quickly transcended the court, igniting a firestorm on social media platform, particularly X. Posts on X reflect a deeply divided sentiment, some users calling for severe consequences for Griner, including suspension, fines, or even expulsion from the league. One user pointedly remarked, "Imagine for 1 second that a white athlete screamed effing black girl at a black player mid-game. Career over." This post highlights a perceived double standard, suggesting that Griner's alleged remarks have been met with leniency compared to what a white player might face in a similar situation. Other users, however, caution against rushing to judgment, noting that the video evidence is inconclusive and the WNBA's investigation is ongoing. Some defend Griner, arguing that trash talking is inherent to competitive sports and that the racial framing of the incident has been exaggerated to fuel outrage. The controversy has also drawn comparisons to past WNBA incidents, such as altercations involving players like Diana Taurasi or Angel Reese, where verbal sparring did not escalate to this level of public scrutiny. Beyond X, mainstream media outlets like the New York Post have amplified the story, framing it as a clash between a veteran and a rookie, with broader implications for race and sportsmanship in the WNBA. The viral nature of the video has further complicated the narrative, as snippets lacking context can distort perceptions of the event. The absence of an official WNBA statement as of June 8, 2025, has left room for speculation, with fans and analysts filling the void with their interpretations. The Griner-Clark controversy cannot be divorced from the broader dynamics of the WNBA, where issues of race, gender, and media representation are often at the forefront. The league, which is predominantly composed of black athletes, has long grappled with how it markets its stars and addresses internal tensions. Caitlin Clark's meteoric rise has brought unprecedented attention to the WNBA, with her games drawing records viewership numbers. But some argue all dynamics. Clark, a white rookie, has been heavily promoted by the media, which some players and fans perceive as overshadowing established black stars like Griner. This tension, while not always explicit, adds a layer of complexity to the incident. As some X posts suggest, Griner's frustration may stem from Clark's outsized attention. The WNBA has faced similar controversies before, often involving race or perceived slights between players. For instance, past incidents involving players like Candace Parker or Skylar Diggins-Smith have sparked debates about sportsmanship and media bias. The Griner-Clark situation, however, has been amplified by the viral video and social media's rapid dissemination, making it a litmus test for how the league handles sensitive issues. The WNBA's response, or lack thereof.
A central theme in the public reaction is the question of double standards. Many X-users argue that if a white player had made racially charged remarks toward a black player, the consequences would be swift and severe, including loss of sponsorships and public condemnation. The perception that Griner has faced minimal repercussions, despite no confirmed penalties, has fueled accusations of bias within the WNBA and media. This sentiment is not universal, however, as others contend that the incident has been blown out of proportion, with Griner's competitive intensity being unfairly scrutinized. The lack of transparency from the WNBA has exacerbated these tensions. While investigations are typically confidential, the absence of a clear statement has allowed rumors of suspensions and fines to proliferate, some citing a $150,000 fine and 2-game ban, though these remain unverified. Community notes on X clarify that the investigation focuses on Griner's referee interaction, not necessarily her alleged comments to Clark, suggesting the racial angle may have been overstated. This situation raises broader questions about accountability in sports. Trash talking is a known part of basketball culture, but when does it cross the line into unacceptable behavior? The WNBA's code of conduct prohibits abusive language, but enforcement is inconsistent, often depending on the public visibility of an incident. The viral video of Griner's alleged remarks has forced the league into a delicate position, balancing player discipline with the risk of alienating fans or sponsors. The Griner-Clark incident poses significant challenges for the WNBA as it navigates its growing popularity. The league has seen a surge in viewership, partly driven by stars like Clark, but controversies like this can overshadow its progress. The WNBA must address the incident transparently to maintain credibility, particularly on issues of race and sportsmanship. Failure to do so risks alienating fans who already feel the league plays favorites or shies away from tough decisions. For Griner, the controversy could impact her reputation and marketability, though her established status and fan base may mitigate long-term damage. For Clark, the incident underscores the challenges of being a high-profile rookie in a competitive league, where rivalries can quickly escalate into public spectacles. The WNBA's response will set a precedent for how it handles similar incidents moving forward, particularly as the league seeks to expand its audience. The courtside clash between Brittney Griner and Caitlin Clark has exposed fault lines within the WNBA, from racial dynamics to media representation and league accountability. While the exact details of the incident remain under investigation, the public reaction on platforms like X highlights the intensity of the debate, with accusations of double standards and calls for fairness dominating the conversation. As the WNBA navigates this firestorm, its response